Hi Ritvij, could you tell us what is Silicon Systems? What does it do?
Sure. Silicon Signals basically product engineering services. We develop customer-related products, and customers come to us with an inception. We create them a product. So there are a couple of products we have developed for our customers, starting from smart plugs, universal remote, and developer computers. At the same time, we are working with our USP is board support packages as well. So apart from the high-speed hardware design, we are into the board support packages starting from Linux, bootloaders, Zipper OS, and Lineage OS and Google AOSP. We are also channel partners with UNX as well as Toradex. So if any inquiry is coming from customers across, for example, on Android portal for the Toradex people, it will come to us. So that's how we are supporting the Android board support package in QNX board support package with this channel partnership.
So who's your target customer? How would you define them?
So target customer could be anywhere around who are entrepreneurs, who are into enterprise, some new people who wants to create their product into a different segment, for example, healthcare or automotive. They are a huge customer base or a smaller customer base. They want to create some wearables, some eyewears. So those are the customers. I mean, generally I say that wherever you break anything and if you see green color PCB, that's where we into. So that is our customer base. We are everywhere.
What is your business model?
We generally work upon product development as in turnkey, and some of the customers ask when, product scoping kind of work. So that's how we work with. So basically our model is turnkey basically, where we design a product for a customer and then we ship it to the customer.
Okay. But you don't hold the IP to that product.
No, IPs generally we give it to the customers because customer wants the design rights, and if they want to do any design afterwards, designing from first batch from our side, they can do it by their own self as well. So that is where the IP rights belong to them.
So you don't develop your own products?
Well, currently we are not into, but I think it's time where we are going to get into the product design by ourselves as well.
Who's your majority target customer segment?
Well, the segment is currently we are working on healthcare and consumers. Some of the television brand currently we are working with. Some of the phone brands currently we are working with. We are basically providing Android operating system customization on these areas. Okay. So these are currently our active customer bases.
What are the main security challenges that you see in your IoT product development? And how do you as a company address that?
So generally we have seen couple of readily available IoT frameworks people are using into their products, but they don't take care from the security perspective. For example, home automation segment. You are putting your home into non-secured devices. You don't think on that areas. So that will be a risk you are putting on. You are letting other people to control your houses if you are not cautious about that particular thing. So that is where the challenge is. Now from our side, we generally provide some of the solutions from the hardware side, from the software side, so that that can be only used and accessed by these people who are authorized and authenticated. So we take care from the hardware side as well, that what the security we can implement, and software side as well, how the security things will work.
Speaking about hardware, how do you approach the board bring up for new hardware platforms?
So we do have in-house team where we design our hardware, and we do have expertise on the processor side of the hardware design as well, and we do have the board support package team in-house as well, who has the knowledge how to handle the boards once it is fabricated and manufactured. Once it gets manufactured and it's in our hand, then we do have this team which takes care of the board bring up by in-house team within the team itself.
So what kind of partners are you looking for in your product development?
So in the product development, I believe currently we are sufficient enough to touch our customers. But well, we think of we currently are relying on a couple of other countries for some of the dependencies currently what we have. It would be good if we do have that ecosystem available within the India itself. For example, certifications, we rely on something. The actual accuracy wise, if we see the accurate hardware designs. So something if we do have assembled and everything which is into the Indian ecosystem, that will boost our work as well.
What kind of infrastructure do you have in India?
So we do have one office in Ahmedabad place, and we do have the hardware labs as well as the software engineers with us. So that is the only infrastructure currently we do have.
What about mass manufacturing? If a customer gives a bulk order, Do you have the capacity to support mass manufacturing?
So what we generally do is mass manufacturing or even manufacturing. We currently don't do it in-house. We do have vendors which is supporting us across the country, across even within the Gujarat and within the India.
In the entire product development processes, what happens in-house? What are the steps that happen in-house?
Generally, it is a cycle where customers comes to us by saying that these are my requirements, do it for me. Then we put our engineering team to work with, and we started from the component selection, hardware design, architect design. Then we do development of the software. And certification is one part, the mechanical is one part, and then rest of the product certification when it goes from prototype to mass production. So that is the cycle we take, and we work till prototype. We help customers to get certified their products. So we do provide consultancy on their part.
What role does open source play in this entire product development process?
It is playing very huge, I would say that it plays a very huge role in that, because if somebody is giving you the open source software stack, something is readily available. You don't have to reinvent the wheel again. You just take inspiration, you contribute it back in. Even we being Silicon Signals, we'll contribute majorly into open source ecosystems. Couple of names are Linux kernel, the Google AOSP, the Lineage OS. We are contributors into the ecosystem. We have learned a lot of things from the ecosystem, which is open source, and now we are taking some of the inspirations from that. So now what will happen is the product, if you are putting any product into market by getting inspiration, it will be, time to market, which becomes faster.
How do you handle the OS porting for embedded devices, especially the Linux devices?
We understand it from the perspective from the SoC what we are working, and then we start porting, and we understand that what are the drivers are needed, how the support currently is. If not, then how do we have any sort of documentation with us to work with, and we start porting from our side on the work.
How do you choose which RTOS you will use for which application?
Well, it depends upon the applications. For example, if you are on a wearable side, I believe Zipper OS and RTOS OS will be sufficient for that. But if you are working on medical devices or automotive devices, then you cannot compromise the safety side. That's where I choose QNX for them.
Can you tell us any recent advancements in wireless connectivity protocols that you have integrated into your solutions?
We have integrated a couple of wireless protocols starting from the BLE, LoRaWAN and all. But yeah, recent innovation for one of the video product we were thinking to integrate in our customer's product was HILO, which was the standard, I think, extension of the Wi-Fi one.
What benefit do you bring to your customer? What is the value proposition you add to your customer? Why should a customer prefer you?
First thing is one house solution we are giving to the customer, as well as some of the niche level of expertise what currently people are looking for other countries, developers, what they are getting from other countries, smart resources. The same thing we do have. So that is one thing. And after execution, it is always important to give service. How do you provide service to your customer? So we work upon our service side as well, so that we can improve our customers' expectations.
What is the biggest challenge that you have witnessed or encountered when transitioning from prototype to mass manufacturing?
Well, let's take an example. For example, if the prototypes are ready, it doesn't mean that the products are ready. It has to go through certain checks. If they are not validated properly, then mass production will fail miserably. So you have to take care that what are the things you need to take care. For example, a small part like LPDDR will also going to play a crucial role if you don't check it thoroughly. So that is where your mass productions, from prototype to mass production, that is where your skill, if you have only worked with those areas, you will come to know that part. So our engineering teams make sure that that particular part also does not fail in your product.
What future do you envision for Silicon Signals in the next 1 or 2 years?
Well, I would not say it's just a Silicon Signals for I am envisioning. I am envisioning for the India itself. Currently, we do not have a mature ecosystem currently in the semiconductor unit. So I see that if we go in this space, if we support and every people of the ecosystem are equally supporting this particular semiconductor domain, then we will boost and we will be the market leader in this era. Alright.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Nothing, but if you are a customer, if you are looking for any product designs, we will be there and we will provide you back ones to us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.